Well, we think we'll win, Jason. So we'll think we'll get enough vote to win. Win government. That's right. I think I've made statements on that before. And we're finding enormous feedback. I must say that a couple of the major polls ran two of our members and asked them who they'd be voting for, and they said Palmer United, and they hung up on them, right? So they weren't included in the polls. You'll see there's no vote between me, Tony Abbott and Kevin Rudd, who should be Prime Minister. And, of course, that's because there's a duopoly in this country that's supported largely by the media and the other interests that control the media. Well, we haven't begun to fight yet. This is our first two policies we're announcing for you today, and you can expect a lot more from our party in the coming weeks as we move towards the poll. I think we've been extraordinarily successful in the fact that we set out only 10 weeks ago with no members and no candidates in any seats, and today we'll have 150 candidates in the House of Representatives when nominations closed, and Senate teams in every state, thousands of members across Australia. When you go into a political area, I'll be full-time involved in politics if I win. Of course, if I get elected as Prime Minister, I'll be resigning my position as chairman of those companies. And we'll be announcing all our policies in our national launch at Coolum, together with all our financial backup for why we're doing these things. But we think the whole system operating in Australia needs to be changed. It's breaking down. It's $3 billion being lost every week at the moment. Since the budget was announced, it's $30 billion Australia has gone backwards. And that indicates that something's wrong in the economy. We think it's the structure of it, how it works and how it operates. We think it needs to be changed. It's not a question of changes by small areas, it's major changes. And those changes will be announced at our launch at Coolum on the 25th of August this year, so we hope you'll all come to that. Well, the funds will come from those announcements we'll make in Coolum. We spend about $5 billion a year on asylum seekers in Australia. That's the cost of housing them, the Navy, a whole range of things that we do. If we had a policy like other countries have, where people could fly without a visa to the country, be met at the airport, keep the families together and have a one-day hearing, we would save ourselves about $5 billion a year. I think that money's much better spent on the pensioners of Australia that have worked and lived here. Also, in any government that I lead, there'll be a standalone minister looking after veteran affairs. At the moment, that's not the case. The Veteran Affairs Minister in the Rudd government is also responsible for defence science and personnel and Indigenous health, a portfolio that really isn't specialised enough to look out people who have served this country.